kicking off a little college football.
It is that time of year again.
College football, it is back.
Gather round the fire for a story filled with myth. Consult gods from history, men that are sick on the sticks. NCAA football is where they now exist. As guardians of the dynasty, they are sick on the sticks. That head coach out of Florida, Fr8 is the name. Crushing all his rivals, cause that's the game they play. From Filthy to Wisconsin, they never stood a chance. If you're feeling salty, get on his show. Trash Talk Tuesday at 9 p.m. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's always time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. Filthy hands and you, the hurricanes are ablaze. Count your days cause you're through, Filthy's usual will dominate you. He stabs people daily, so watch out for his blitz. D-linebacker or safety, he's sick on the sticks. And now J-Dog starts to growl, gearing up for the big fight. He may play Taylor Swift, but on the field you'll feel his bite. Get your ass to the kennel, or don't you get my drift? This man is a dog, he's sick on the sticks. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's always time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. You think we might be done, but that's where you're wrong. Hive, Torque, and Doc are just the middle of this song. We got Dynasty, Jonesy, Zoe, and Dell. Best of us, they're in the mix. I told you we're all sick on the sticks. We got 22 other guys, I haven't even named one. Straight coach and shine, burst bombs and smooth. God's just playing a little game. Expert, it's even in his name. Hard hitter, Evans or even Rich, you could be his next bitch. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's always time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. This league is Hall of Famers, every single guy. Your league is just a decoy. We got Stevie, Irish, and B-Boy. If you wanna get humiliated, Retro NBGZ can facilitate ya. T-Raw is last in this mix, he's still sick on the sticks. So challenge us to battle, we won't run from a fight. If your league is worthy, you might win the night. But just remember this, we'll make you our bitch, because every one of us is sick on the stand. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's always time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. How many times do we have to tell you we are sick on the sticks?
We are Sick on the Sticks. My name is Fr8 Shane. To my, I guess it's to my left, is J-Dog's constant cohort and best friend, Filthy Hands. What's up, Filthy?
Yep, that I had to unmute
There you
myself. Sorry, I wanted to see that because I had not seen the whole thing put together yet. And
I
that shit
legit
was
just put that in
fucking
within the
dope,
last
man.
hour.
So,
I put that with the song was made. You heard the song.
I know. I was gonna say the song was made after like 3 days of you. How many? You got 2,500.
No.
You ran it down to.
So I ended up doing 3,500 songs
Until we
to
ended
get
up with that one.
Till we ended up with that one. 35 fucking hundred. This league is worth it.
So shout out to everyone in chat, man. Shout out to Shane. He put in a lot of work to put that together, and that was dope. And then obviously, as you guys can see in our top left corner, and I'll be changing it before the end of the night, we now have a logo. So after a couple of days of working with some independent artists and just kicking ideas back and forth and appeasing the dog himself, we finally got the logo made up. And if you guys want,
That
I'm able
logo
to
is
send
sick.
it over to you. The people that use OBS during your games, if you want to throw it in the corner of your screen during your podcast, what have you, if you want to throw it in the corner of your screen, just message myself, Fr8, J-Dog. We're more than happy to get you a little copy of it. That way you can put it up.
Absolutely.
Oh,
No
hell no, it's not an
Xbox controller. Of
Good,
course.
fuck them, exactly.
Fuck them. It's not crossplay yet.
It's not crossplay. Once it's crossplay, it'll still be a PS5 controller. We'll just allow them to exist.
Exactly, because men play on the 5, right? Play on the 5.
At least sports games, man. I have this argument all the time. Like I feel like a lot of good shooters on Xbox and stuff, but the sports games, man, they're
sports
better on
games
the
are kids.
PlayStation.
Kids on the Xbox.
And
That's
yeah,
just how
and
it
the
works.
communities on the PlayStation are far better.
Yes.
And
Now,
that's all.
it used to be, I will say this, in the early days, the Madden communities were better on the Xbox. Even though I ran a lot of community in the PlayStation space.
We'll say,
in
and the days you're talking about is the days that I was running this kind of shit. I was playing this game. I wasn't playing Madden.
Absolutely. Dude, I am so fucking hyped for this. I am so hyped
I
for
know,
this.
man. It keeps getting better, man. And the reveal today, I mean, it put out so much good stuff. I mean, there was a lot of stuff in the video, and we'll go over that. But, if you guys go over to, and it was the last thing that was in the CFB 25 updates, if you go over to EA.com's actual page for college football, if you go under news and media and click news, every time they do one of these deep dives, they also release a whole lot of info where you can read everything about it, and they actually explain it and break it down. So you'll see it in the video, but later that day, you'll actually be able to read almost like a patch notes. This is what it is. This is how it works. This is what it'll be. And there was some stuff that wasn't even in the video that was in those notes today, which is one of the things we're definitely, I know me and you were excited about and want to break down.
Absolutely. By the way, Shine, I wrote the lyrics for the song. So
yeah, Made to Shine. Fr8 was completely responsible for the song, and I'm sorry, that shit's a banger.
We're going to play it again at the end of the stream so everybody can hear it. That was, I kid you not, it gets catchy. I'm such a loser. I was listening to this song in my car on the way to work. That might not even actually be what I normally listen to, that type of music. I listen to everything except for country, but I made a fucking we have so many different versions of this song that you will hear throughout the cycle.
Yeah, guys.
I've got EDM versions. I've got house. I've got progressive house. I've got witch house. I've got country. I've got fucking classic rock. I've got heavy metal. I've got 80s glam metal.
Yeah,
I've
but
got
those
jazz
heavy
and
metal
blues.
ones, I swear they never did the vocals good.
Oh,
always.
It took me some while to get the vocals right, but I've got some that you're gonna really like. So
Okay.
I have some ridiculous. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna make more songs. We got to make an intro song for the new name of the Sotcast, whatever that'll be. Shine, if you want to do a rap version, we will absolutely fucking do it. Absolutely, 100%. I will master the shit out of that. You put it together.
I'm 100% down for it, Shine. Put it together, man. We'll make it happen.
That shit has to happen.
Shane did radio. He can mix it.
So for me, these kind of shows is taking me back to my radio days. No, I never
It is Four Roses Select Batch with one of them big ass ice cubes.
So let's see. What do we got? We got somebody was talking about Blanton's. I'm almost done with my latest bottle of Blanton's. You have to get enough to get all the letters on the horses. But tonight we're gonna bust open a bottle of Bardstown. So if you guys have ever had Bardstown, it is a wonderful bottle. If you want to spend, it's only about 140 here. I don't know.
You know,
what
I was looking at some of those tonight when I bought that Four Roses.
Yep. There's a couple that you can get. There's like some lower cost ones. This one's got it's like a mix with a wine, but it's pretty good. So we're gonna open this bitch up and drink some.
I don't know if I'm gonna do anything mixed with the wine because that never ends well for Filthy.
This is really good. Just it's you won't notice it. It's gonna make everything go down better.
Okay.
Just do it. Just fucking do it.
Wine. It's just a wine drunk's a different drunk, my friend.
Irish says you'll like it. So, and Irish says that whatever he likes, you like. You know, it looks like they fixed some of the things that they really fucked up last year. So, I'm a fan. I like it.
It looks like it ran faster.
Yeah, and they've been saying that the game runs faster.
And and that was something that I remembered from back in my days of playing NCAA, because I would play Madden as a Bears fan here and there. I'd be like, oh yeah, especially when you could move players over, which I know isn't coming this year. But and like that was always my comment about Madden, is Madden felt like it played so slow to me. When I played NCAA, it always felt faster. Yeah. So it was nice to see it. It looked super fluid as well.
It does. It looks really, really nice. The one thing that I've always had a problem with college football, I don't give a shit about the mascots. I don't give a shit. And I feel like they spent so much fucking time encoding on mascots and shit that I'm going to skip all the fucking time. Every time a cutscene comes up with a mascot, skip. You know, I'm not going to watch any of that.
And that's the thing that draws me to college football, is I like the pageantry. The rivalries feel like a little bit more. So, like, I mean, I like some of that shit. I mean, I can't complain too much. I root for Miami. They just run out through some smoke onto the field. It's not that wild. You know what I mean? We're not letting a fucking cow out, shit like that.
Yep. I have never watched a single entrance in any football game that I have ever played where you could skip it. As soon as they gave you the ability to skip the cutscenes of the teams running on the field, I've never seen a single one. Not one. Irish says they hope they stop the 300-pound lineman chasing down 95-speed running backs. I hope that is the same. Unless they have good angles. Although 300 pound. Who's the 390 guy that ran like a 4.6?
Oh God, was that this year? Or was that the year before?
I think that was this year, wasn't it? Am I crazy?
I love Expert in chat. I will personally cook that cow.
Expert's awesome. You know what? If they had a good halftime show, I'd watch it. Like with highlights from the game, from broadcast angles, talk about, big plays in the game, and actually got the right stuff for big plays, I would watch that shit. But they don't ever get that right. The halftime show is basically some dude saying, "Yeah, fucking give me a Snickers," whatever. And if I swear to God, if I hear the commentator say something about a fumble, what's the word that Madden commentator always says when there's a fumble?
Oski.
Oh my fucking God, I'll kill you. Don't ever say Oski. Somebody rename yourself to Oski, I'll boot you out of the league. That's oh my God.
The new wear and tear system changes how you approach every snap. Wear and tear is a progressive player health system that prioritizes strategic substitutions and diverse play calling to keep your players healthy. With wear and tear, every hit matters, but not all hits have the same impact. And a single hit, like a blow to a quarterback's throwing arm, can change everything, just like it can in real life. Every hit scales differently and will have unique effects on a player's performance as damage and fatigue add up over the course of a game. Managing wear and tear is critical to your team's success, both in a single...
Thoughts on the wear and tear system?
Dude, I'm really excited for the wear and tear system. I've always thought that the fatigue system that Madden used was bad. I thought the injury system was really, really bad. And the way the wear and tear looks, like it should be. If you get a massive hit repeatedly to your arm or something like that, that should affect your throwing game. If you keep rolling your ankle or some lineman stomping on it at the line and you're getting repeated, rolled ankles and shit like that, that should absolutely affect your gameplay. So I am really excited for this. What do you think?
As a fan of games like Escape from Tarkov and shit like that, where like there's implements of like different areas of the body being injured. I know that's a completely different thing than a football game. This is really intriguing for me for an injury system. And like I don't know how I feel about this in Madden, where like the backup will be so much worse. But a lot of time in college football, some of your backups are guys that are gonna be starters next year. So like especially like with the skill position players, like your wide receivers, your halfbacks, your shit like this. And this gives you more of an incentive to kind of keep a 2-man rotation, 3-man rotation at halfback, get some movement at wide receiver, and you're moving guys around and getting like younger guys in there and shit like that, while also not, killing your star players when you need them in big moments. That's what you see a lot of college teams do in real life. So I feel like it adds like a more realistic injury system to the game. And like if you look in the patch notes for it, it even does talk about fatigue in here, where like fatigue is still in, but that's more of a like within the play thing, where this is the actual injury system now.
College football, where it's a massive difference. Like the NFL is the top 0.01% of all college players. So when you get into college football, the difference between your starter and your backup could be massive, like ridiculously different.
Well,
you would have to change everything.
Jokes. It's one of my favorite jokes about college football is like every once in a while in college football, you have a 9-time future Pro Bowler going up against a future CPA, and that's where the magic happens. So overall, though, I think it's going to be a good system. Like, I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out and like how it just actually works within the game, like how the hits add up and stuff like that, and how you got to prepare and use it. And it's going to add something a little bit extra to think about, which I feel like that's something that most of us that play these dynasties have been asking for. When is the league starting? That's a good question, Doc. We kind of briefly talked about it a little bit on the last one, so but no, like so we're gonna get a base down. We gotta get the game out. Like kind of Strip saying, like an August 1st, that wouldn't be terrible. But if we can do it a little bit quicker than that, and we as an admin team feel comfortable launching it quicker than that, we'll launch it quicker. Like I just don't want to. I'm not trying to half-ass anything with this. Is also my thing, as you guys can tell by the like what we've been trying to put in. We've been doing a lot behind the scenes so far, and we're not going to half-ass anything, so we're going to try to have everything buttoned up as well as we can before we hit go and launch this thing live. I've already talked with J-Dog, and I know we've discussed it too. We'll probably put together a tournament during that 2-week span to at least get us playing, get us acquainted, yada, 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 and go from there.
We're introducing both mental and physical player abilities that help separate highly skilled players from untested freshmen.
Player abilities?
I already kind of talked to J-Dog about this one, and by the looks of the way they're doing it, it looks more like a 2K system, where they have abilities, they can do certain things, but it doesn't always mean it's going to trigger, it doesn't always mean it's going to do something. Now, I know there's been debate about 2K abilities as well, but this doesn't look like your traditional light up X Factor either.
Right. That's something we're gonna test. I think either we'll love it or we turn it off because it's broke.
It'll be one of those two. Exactly. It'll be one of the two. But I have a little bit more higher hopes from it after them finally kind of getting into it today. And it makes sense. And I like that there's levels for it. Like I was reading in the patch notes about the abilities. Like for instance, it was Workhorse was one of the physical ability, right? All right, bronze, it's like slight protection from wear or tear effects when colliding with other players. Silver, moderate protection. Gold, significant. Platinum, and so on and so forth. So like Option King. Slight accuracy increase on quick pitches. Moderate accuracy increase on quick pitches. That's what I'm saying is like, just because they have an ability, it's a bronze ability, it doesn't mean like, and they even said in the deep dive, even the platinum one, it doesn't mean it's going to trigger every time.
Which is
amazing. It doesn't mean it's going to work every time. It means it has the ability to happen at a very high, like, okay,
everything.
If it's, exactly. If it's a platinum, I assume how it reads to me, it's one of those, if he's going to get it, he's going to get it kind of deals. But that doesn't mean he's going to get it.
Always get it, right.
Yes.
So here's
if that's how it runs, fucking beautiful. I've looked at some of them. Like I see Chip Shot, I see coffin
clear
corner,
clear-headed coffin
cutter.
corner, cutter,
Yup.
extender, drop back shield.
Now, and remember,
balanced.
there's mental
8
and physical ones.
Yes, they can have up to 8 abilities per player.
Yep. It's 5 physical, 3 mental, I believe. And like for one of them, I think clear-headed, that one helps with like the stadium effects. So that's the one where it was like talking to, the more experienced quarterback that has this, it's not the freshman. It doesn't affect them and rattle them as badly as the 18-year-old whose last game was in front of like 300 fans.
Here you can see the stadium pulse meter is maxed out, but the visiting quarterback does not have the mental ability, headstrong, which provides resistance to distractions. The visiting quarterback here does have headstrong active, so he can see the field more clearly and will be less prone to mistakes for this play.
I really, really hope home field advantage only affects the home field team. I've always had a problem with it affecting the home. Like if you in Madden when you had the momentum meter and
it swung the other
your
way.
home field advantage could affect your. It should never happen that way.
In the deep dive of the notes, they address that it only affects the home or the away team. Home field team will not be affected negatively in any single way, shape, or form by it.
I'm
so it
super
won't be a
excited
problem.
for that.
Now, did you see that last ability they showed?
No, what was
They
it?
addressed that in that, and that's one of the like the mental ones where they can get a little bit of a pre-snap read. What that was doing is it was showing him that those two guys were going to blitz. Now, it's not something that stays up on the screen. Apparently, it's supposed to flash.
Pre-snap
quickly.
clarity to line of scrimmage.
Like where it flashed there and then went away.
Yup. Now, apparently, when it's bronze, it's only when they're close to the line of scrimmage. But a platinum one, it could be a little farther back. Or a gold one, it'll flash the coverage shell.
Teams throwing the ball all over the field. College Football 25's revamped passing mechanic adds control and variation to every dropback. To expand player variation at quarterback, we focused on tuning situational throws and an array of new trajectories that will provide more passing control with a timed button press.
This here, for all of you that played Madden last year, it's the Madden passing system.
Yeah, no, I will say that, and I'm going to give them a little crap over that. And like, unless I play it and it feels completely different because I've mastered that new Madden passing system, like,
Yep.
That's what that is. Don't call that new. That's
not new. That's lazy.
That's the Madden passing system.
That's the Madden
bro.
engine right there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That means I'll know how to throw the goddamn ball, I guess.
I wish that it didn't just do squiggly lines because that is just disruptive. I wish it just didn't show the fucking play art. So you didn't even have an idea.
No,
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. I
I think
remember
that if
playing,
it didn't show it and you just had to know what the play was that you
I
called.
remember playing in a league back in the day, dude, where a guy was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put you on my schedule, and I'm gonna be at home." And I straight up said to him, I was like, "Ooh, squiggly lines, like I can't read the plays still." Ooh,
Right.
I was like, "Bro, if squiggly lines are what fuck you up, you suck."
Absolutely.
Which provides resistance to distractions.
So, but the camera
visit-
shaking's nice, and Totodile brought it up. That goes all the way back to the goated NCAA 06.
Well, the problem
So-
with the camera shaking is going to be the same thing that my guess is it's going
It's
to be the same
going
thing in Madden. You can turn it off.
The host team has
What's
the
the
upper hand.
difference in passing with 14 strib? Oh,
Big
man,
difference.
a lot.
It's a massive
So
difference.
it's a massive difference, dude. It runs nowhere near the same. Like, we're talking about the PS3 passing system, dude. That thing was basically point and shoot. Like this, there's a lot more intricacy. You have to understand what type of pass to throw in what situation and how to time it. Like a lot. Like there's an accuracy meter to it now that determines how well it is. How you can lead them is different. How they go up for catches is different. It's a completely different thing, man. It's not the same game. I remember when Revamped came out, I did the whole thing. I jailbroke a PS3. I went through the work, and I was playing Revamped and doing like a Dynasty stream for it. And I've been playing Madden League since NCAA went away because it's my curse to always coach virtual fucking football. I just can't ever stop, and I just don't even try to stop now. I was so goddamn confused when I went back to play it. I was like, how did I play this fucking game? And then I started to remember things. I was like, oh, that's right. I could throw this seam inside like a fucking skinny post. And I was like, oh, yeah. But yeah, no, it's completely different, brother. I hate advocating for anybody to buy Madden, especially this late in the year. But if you already have it, go play it. The passing
Get
system's
used to it
probably going to
again.
be very
Get
similar
used to
but
it.
faster. But get used to it again. That's what I would do. These next couple of months, I'm going to be in the lab throwing passes just over and over and over again because I
And
think it's going to be very
guarantee-
similar.
If you see Filthy and I online, ask us to play.
Oh yeah, we'll play games. I don't give a
Ask us
shit.
to play.
I don't
We're
care
gonna-
about losing this time of year, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna
I don't care
lab.
losing in a pickup game.
We
either.
tell everybody like Filthy. One of the worst things I ever did was started labbing with Filthy because I tell him, "Hey, here's my plays. Here's how you read it," and then he uses the shit against me. And whenever I call it,
It's
you know,
so
and I
fun.
don't expect him to use it against
so
me because
great.
it's my play. Because it's my play, you know. And then, it sucks. But the vision cone was amazing. People just didn't have the finger dexterity and didn't give that enough chance.
I used it. I
to
will
make
say
it
I
work.
used it that year. I didn't turn it off because I thought it was a cool feature too.
We know that pretty much everyone in the league will want to play except for Hard Hitter, who's afraid to step up and play a game, especially when he's talking shit and getting challenged. But it is what it is, my man. Talk about the option. Tell me
All
about
right,
Doc's
man.
gameplay.
Hey man, it's mine too. I love the fucking spread triple option.
It's college. I'm expecting it. I love it.
So the option game this is cool, man. So basically, like they changed it. It's not like X to hand it off anymore, like on an RPO or a regular option. Your dive is always just going to be the automatic read now, where you're going to hold X to take it, which is a little bit of a change. That's like a minor thing. I actually like it for a lot of the RPOs though.
Did
Okay.
I not see something about pulling the stick down on the option though?
So the option, I'll read word for word what it says. The option game is a fundamental part of college football, and we've made a thorough effort to add authenticity, depth, and balance. The first thing we targeted was to make the mechanic minor the real-life quarterback and running back exchange. In an actual game, the quarterback places the ball run it into the running back's belly with the intent he's going to hand it off. However, if the read key comes down, he pulls the ball, and this is not replicated in the game with the A or X button functioning as the pull or keep button. This change to the pull mechanic simplifies your reads while also making RPOs much more usable. If you don't touch anything, the quarterback will simply hand the ball off to the running back. In an RPO scenario, if you want to bail from the read and run, press A or X. If you want to hit the receiver, you can simply press the receiver's corresponding button. Looking to keep the ball with the QB on an RPO, this type of RPO dictates blah, 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 explaining the read peak versus alert glance. We've made adjustments to differentiate pitch strength. Now a quick tap will execute a quick pitch, while holding down L1 left button will result in a strong pitch. A quick tap for a swift pitch, useful in tight spots. So like when they're almost hemmed up, you can do the little quick like, oh shit, like that one. Or like the actual option where it's strung out and then they hit them with the longer pitch. Now the quick pitch, it sounds like it's going to be inaccurate from how this less accurate, where the strong pitch will be determined by actual accuracies.
Which it should be, right?
Exactly.
One is just chucking real quick.
And then the fake pitch is also coming back as well. Okay, new control around when the quarterback will branch out on the option movement has been added as well. If you hold right trigger R2 when you're a couple yards past the line of scrimmage, you'll branch into standard ball carrier movement. Using this when you're on the edge and you decide to keep it to crib with the quarterback. So basically, like, it'll stop them from doing the slow little tap, 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 and they'll actually take off and run.
Nice.
We've also added a range of new animations, including comprehensive set of pitch animations and pitch catches. We've also introduced a new pitch out tackle animation in this year's title. Okay, here's the part you're going to like. The defense has also seen significant upgrades. New AI logic has been added for the read and pitch keys, including the new read key animations. Read keys now consider more realistic context when deciding to crash or stay home. For example, they're more likely to stay home and play the quarterback while on the wide hash marks. Conversely, when the offense is close to the first down, they'll play the dive back more often. Pitch keys now exhibit more varied behavior, with the ability to bluff whether they're playing the quarterback or the running back. That's the big one.
Yep, and then they've got the same coach adjustments because you can. They've got, rather than the single option defense, you can do. And you can instruct it to read and pitch, right?
Yes.
On how to defend.
Yep, that's the next part in there. And then these adjustments aim to offer a more authentic and immersive gameplay option so it sounds like, yes, the option obviously is a huge thing in college football.
Yep.
And obviously it's going to be something that we allow, because how do you not allow something you see a mass amount of teams do? But it sounds like they took into the effect, like, okay, if we're going to make a game with the option this prevalent, we also have to make the defense actually defend the goddamn option.
100%.
Because it's broken in Madden. You have one of two choices. You turn it on conservative, you're not going to get beat by the quarterback in the running yard. It'll hit you for 5 to 10 every play. You turn it on aggressive, you're going to stop the fucking running back, but then the quarterback can hit you for fucking... So, at least it sounds like with this, there's going to be the ability to slow down and stop the option and prepare for that kind of attack. So I'm excited to see how that plays. I'm excited to see the option back as someone who was a spread triple option Chip Kelly guy. He sucked in the pros, but God, that was beautiful at Oregon. But I want to see how it defendable too. Like, don't make it as OP as it was in NCAA 14 when they started introducing the spread triple option in heavy, because that shit was broken.
100% broken. By the way, notice the icon above the receiver. If you have not played Madden recently, at least in the past, 4 or 5 years, they've now got secure catch, aggressive, or rat catch, and aggressive catch. And I saw the secure catch icon pull up, which is basically your possession catch. So it looks like that's going to be in the game this year as well.
Yep, so secure, a square for the rack, triangle for your go up and high point it.
Variation at quarterback, we focused on tuning situational throws and an array of new trajectories that will provide more passing control with a timed button press.
How much faith do you have in the trajectories? Because I have zero faith in any video game passing trajectories. It has never been a thing.
No, and I do, because I have success with it this year, and I can tell, like, certain corner routes in Madden against certain coverages, if you throw the bullet, that gives that corner the ability to come up and swat
Same
it.
with the
where
touch
if you
pass,
hit the touch pass. Yeah, no, but it hits more accurately on the touch pass.
I just want to lob that basket catches into the receiver where the DB can't jump up.
I will show you a play from my last stream. I did it. I did it, Shane.
I want to see it.
Did it.
It's like the first time ever.
Like the over-the-shoulder basket catch in the end zone? I did it, buddy.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Right before half on a cover zero. I will literally, before tonight ends, I will find it, I will clip it, and I will send it to you.
Mechanics will give you more control before and after the snap. Adjust the length of your primary route with custom stems.
This concerns me. Now, I love the idea.
I love the idea. I want to see how it's implemented, but my thing is you can also, if the passing adjustments are the same on defense, you can also set your zone drops.
Check your zone drops.
And this helps beat things like that. So
my 20-yard zig is coming, baby.
Dude, okay, the 20-yard zig, that's like...
You know...
We're exhibiting... please don't exhibit crackhead energy.
30-yard... corner routes. I mean,
yeah.
This is the problem that I'm concerned about.
There's 30-yard corner routes in Madden on some of the tight end Y sales.
Yeah.
They're
switch
there.
Players
they
directionally
exist.
with the new
but
switch.
No, I see what you're saying. It's the ability to edit every single play, and that does get a little scary.
Yep.
And no, but that is also BG's. He said it. That's where the pass rush comes in.
Pass rush,
and I'm excited
absolutely.
and I'm excited to see how pass rush is, especially at the college level, man. Like, you'll see dominant, dude. I remember when Gregory Rousseau was at Miami. He's a mid-level NFL player. Not mid-level. He's upper. He's a good defensive end for the Bills. That motherfucker at Miami was disgusting. Like, he was like 255 pounds. They'd put him inside on guards, and he would just speed rush them, and they'd be like, I don't know what to do, fuck.
Do you know what I don't see on any of these play clips?
Hey, I love Rousseau, man. Go Canes.
Two things I don't see in any of these clips. One, previous play. So you may not be able to see it. And
I like that for the disguises.
I love
which
it
we'll get
too.
into at the end. That's my biggest
absolutely
takeaway and my happiest moment, but sorry to tease it. We'll get to that at the end.
Yep.
For post-snap control, master the new kicking meter and call a number of new hot routes at the...
The number of hot routes concerns me because I was really college players are not calling hot routes. They're just not, right? So and if you can set, it's like, say you change, can you What would worry me is you can just radically change the play by calling 3 different hot routes and then custom, distancing the 3 different hot routes.
I mean, one of the things
We'll
in a
test
huge
it,
favor
obviously,
for, we're gonna test this, but also I'm huge in making both teams stream.
Yes. I'm a huge fan of that.
Because especially if there's gonna be no like previous play where I can see it and then go back and look and see it. No, I need to see both ends. Because like we both know this, the majority of the time with broken plays, especially stuff from like Madden School and YouTube and these other resources, is there's a setup. You have to do X, Y, Z to make that play do that broken mechanic, or like to hit that broken part of that defense, so on and so forth. So like if it comes down to that point, it might be a hot route limit then.
Right.
Like, because I'm going to be honest, I don't want to see guys like making line calls and shit like that. That's one thing. But, like, I don't want to see you editing the whole fucking play to something different. Why'd you call it in the first place? And learn how to actually read the defense and throw the fucking football. That's just me. I'm a passer.
Yep. I am excited to notice this deep cross, short cross.
Yes, I like that.
I'm really excited about some of these different
That's what I like. Them opening it up. What I like about them opening it up is they didn't take anything away, but they gave us new.
Yep.
They were like, here, guys, here's the ability to call a crosser. Here's the ability to call this. Like, at least they didn't take away. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm excited. I am really excited.